Hey guys, it's me Azara. I'm back with another video and I'm going to be doing something a little different. I don't know why, but I was led to do this. I thought about this topic yesterday and I figured why not make a video for this for the channel, for the people. We're all experiencing this coronavirus and we're all being affected in some way, shape, or form in our own way. So I kind of want to look into the cards as it pertains to what the universe wants you to know based off of your astrological sign, or rather what the universe wants you to learn during this time of isolation, to where things have changed or we have to change, and in some cases significantly. Okay, what is this whole quarantine about, and what is it teaching me? What should I learn from this? Stuff like that. That's what this video is going to be all about, and I'm going to see what messages I have for everyone in regards to what quarantine is trying to teach you. All right, let's get it. Sag girl. All right, Aries, let's start with you guys. First, I'm going to take a look into what you guys may be experiencing right now, or what may have happened since the virus, and then I'm going to look into what you're supposed to learn from it. Okay, so this is going to be again for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising when it comes to this quarantine. All right, messages for Aries. I'm hearing something about picking up the pace. Picking up the pace. Some of you, oh wow, look what came out. Ooh, these cards are flying out. Judgment, Nine of Wands reversed. All right. For some of you, you have been in a position to where you could still decide for yourself what's going to happen for you during this quarantine time. I'm also getting, this has been a great time for you guys to start paying attention to synchronicities, to signs from the universe. Aries, for some of you, I feel like quarantine has definitely got you on this vibration to where you don't trust many people. You may think like everybody got the virus or something like that is what I'm getting. I feel like this has been a wake-up call for some of you also. When it comes to maybe victimizing yourself, Aries, I feel like the way that this virus may have affected you is by way of judgment, okay, by way of common sense. Maybe stationing yourself, putting yourself in a position to where you don't have to necessarily be affected by the past. Because with the Judgment card upright, I feel like you've done the right thing for the most part. But with the Nine of Wands being reversed, I really feel like for some of you, you're wounded in some way, shape, or form, or this is telling me about the people around you being wounded. So for some of you, this is just a matter of you being able to maybe help other people when they call on you. Being in a position, that is Aries energy. Being in a position to where you come through as like the hero type of thing. Okay, let's see. What is it trying to teach Aries? These cards are just flying out. Wow. Yeah, this is telling me something about you working together, or being able to show compassion for other people. I feel like this is teaching you how to maybe teach people what you know, so that they can be in positions of power, just like you, in a position to where they can make their own decisions. For some of you, this is also teaching you about just slowing down. Okay, maybe I'm getting teamwork. That's what I'm getting with the Three of Wands reverse. I'm sorry, Three of Pentacles reverse. This could be teaching Aries a lot about teamwork. Okay, not being so caught up in your ego to where you're stuck or you're happy with where you're at type of thing. Like this is about making moves on a higher level, meaning not just by yourself, but I feel like quarantine is teaching you how to work together with people, how to communicate, how to be a part of a team. That's what I'm getting. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. I feel like quarantine is definitely slowing you down, asking you, Aries, to pay more attention to your intuition, to be more caring. Maybe it's teaching you how to establish relationships with people, even if you do have differences with them. For some of you, you did lose your job, you lost your car. This is teaching you how to go without, but not feel insignificant about what you don't have as it pertains to some type of material things. I feel like Aries, quarantine is teaching you ultimately about communicating with people, people that you can trust, people that you love, the people that you love. Maybe some of you prior to this quarantine, maybe you guys weren't talking to family members or friends, or perhaps there was like some animosity type of energy where you guys have fallen out with people, and then maybe you needed them or they needed you after, you know, the shit hit. I feel like quarantine is just really teaching Aries how to stay focused on not just yourself, but to kind of open up yourself to the needs of other people. Teaching a man to fish as opposed to giving him a fish. That type of vibe is what I'm getting. So for some of you, people may have been coming to you a lot for advice. For some of you, this is a time to work on your credit, to get your life together. Whatever vehicle you lost, I feel like you were supposed to lose it. But what you're not supposed to lose is control of yourself. What you're not supposed to lose is compassion for other people. Your drive. That's what I'm getting. Don't lose your drive. Stay focused at this time. I feel like right now, Aries, this is a very spiritual time for you guys. But again, it's not just about you. That's what I'm getting. Quarantine is teaching you that it's not just about you. It's time for teamwork. That's what I'm getting for Aries. Okay? Let's do Taurus. Let's see. Taurus, how has Taurus been affected by the virus? Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. How has Taurus been affected by the virus? Five of Cups. Wow, yeah, this has been a very sad time for you guys. Some of you lost people. And my condolences to those of you who lost people. You lost a lot. You lost your jobs. You've been affected energetically, spiritually, emotionally. Two of Pentacles. For some of you, you lost your partners, your significant others. Even if they didn't die from the virus or if they didn't get sick. For whatever reason, I'm getting some of you lost maybe a second form of income. Then this could be attached to some type of person or some type of resource. Some of you had 2 jobs, or some of you were doing really well prior to the virus. And then I feel like now you're at this point where maybe you have to balance everything out on your own. Some of you are still working, or you were able to go back to work, but it still hasn't been the same. Some of you had to rob Peter to pay Paul. Some of you had unexpected funeral expenses, all type of unexpected bills, that type of thing. Having to prioritize is here. Let's see, what is it teaching you? For some of you, you had to go from living a luxurious life where you could like go shopping for whatever brand of clothes you wanted to having to like prioritize and minimize. A lot of you may have also had to put some of your dreams and goals to the side, because I see these black mountains in the background. Some of you may have had to put your dreams on hold, your goals on hold. Maybe having to help your family with their bills. Or some of you may have had to take on somebody else's children. It's teaching you, the virus is teaching you how to love, how to offer love, how to accept love. It's teaching you how to follow your intuition, how to go into doing what you're passionate about. Four of Wands reversed. Yep, teaching you how to mediate relationships. Some of you have been getting into a lot of fights and arguments with people. Maybe a breakup took place. Some of you may have met someone new after a breakup. But I feel like ultimately, Taurus, this virus is really trying to teach you how to follow your gut instinct, especially when it comes to the people in your closest environment. For some of you, you lost your home, or matters surrounding home or domestic issues in some way, shape, or form. You've been affected when it comes to this virus. I'm getting something about medication. Some of you may be nurses or doctors, or maybe your partners are. I feel like some of you are working from home or studying at home, or maybe this is what it's trying to get you to go into, working from home. Maybe you don't want to work from home. For some of you, this is teaching you about how dysfunctional your household is. How dysfunctional the community is. Some of you may have also had to step into other people's relationship problems and help them mediate and solve problems and stuff like that. I really feel like this virus is teaching you the value in stability. Emotional stability, most essentially. Because here you are, Five of Cups, you've been affected by it emotionally. But it's trying to teach you how to balance that. Two of Pentacles, how to balance your emotions. And how not to take out your issues, how not to take your issues out on the people in your household. That type of thing is what I'm getting for Taurus. How to love people, especially the people that you need. For some of you, you may have had to kick somebody out of your house, evict somebody, something like that. Okay. Or maybe you're homeless right now. So it's teaching you about, again, stability. Alright. Some of you may have had to also be offered a place to stay or some type of shelter. Or maybe you offer someone some shelter. Basically opening up your heart. Yeah. Okay. Gemini. How has Gemini been affected by this virus? Gemini. Eight of Cups. Some of you also had to walk away from your jobs, walk away from your homes, walk away from your houses, your investments, things that at one point mattered. Some of you also, maybe you just started traveling. Let's see. Eight of Pentacles, double eight. Change. Some of you may have had to walk away from your careers. Wow, look at how these cards are coming out, Gemini. The virus may have affected you by you having to walk away from your career. Could have been a career where you were on the job 8 to 10 years or something like that. 8 months or something like that. I feel like the virus has affected you when it comes to what you were once working on, and maybe how you thought things were going to turn out based off of what you were working on at a given time. But then after it hit, it's almost like, okay, here I am still 8 months later and I haven't gotten anything done. So for some of you, it may have affected you by way of concentration. Maybe you were focused, you were working on something, and then you had to just walk away. Some of you had plans. Maybe you were in school, dedicated to something, and then you had to just walk away. Maybe you were working on a relationship, working towards getting married, and you had to just walk away. With this Eight of Cups, this is telling me that you have to sacrifice it all, type of thing. And then maybe just begin on perfecting yourself and working on yourself. Maybe following some type of new passion. Let's see, what is it teaching Gemini? What is quarantine teaching Gemini? Quarantine, okay. Wow, 2 of Cups reverse, 4 of Cups reverse. All right, for some of you, this is teaching you about not going back to the same traumatizing relationships. That's what I'm getting. It's teaching you how to walk away. Yep, 8 of Cups. It's teaching you how to walk away and stay focused. When you do walk away, not get bored and distracted, not feel lonely enough to take back somebody who you know you shouldn't be with. For some of you, this is teaching you about arguments. Arguing with people because maybe they're not focused or they haven't walked away from maybe the life that they thought they were going to have. I feel like this is teaching Gemini about closure. Accepting new ideas, new relationships, new ways of mediating and solving problems and concentrating and holding something long enough for it to last. That's what I'm getting. Not being in and out of situations. This is teaching you, Gemini, how maybe not to abandon people when you need them. Or maybe how to speak up when it comes to you feeling abandoned by people with this 8 of Cups. Knowing when to walk away from relationships, knowing when to walk away from jobs or ideas surrounding how you thought life was going to be as opposed to where you're at now. This is, to me, this is about acceptance. Maybe even accepting your own flaws when you're wrong. Taking responsibility. When you know you started that fucking argument, when you know you're not being the best friend that you can be, when you know that you're not being the best partner or mate that you can be. This could also be just teaching you about people who are iffy. One minute they're cool, the next minute they're not. One minute they want to be with you, the next minute they don't. This is teaching you about unrequited love. The people who got your back when you don't have, a source of income. When things change, when you walked away, when you have nothing but a motherfucking backpack and a beanie. Who got your back? That's what this is teaching you, Gemini. I'm getting who can I run to? Who can I count on? This is teaching you about the people, the partners, your partners, or the lack thereof. Or this could just be simply teaching you. This quarantine could be teaching you about being too damn desperate. Desperate enough to keep going back to someone when you should, in fact, walk away. That's what I'm getting. All right, let's move on. Let's do Cancer. Cancer, 3 of Cups. Okay. So this has been like a party time for some of you. Partying, friends, celebrating. Some of you are happy that you're no longer working. Some of you didn't like what you were doing to begin with, no way. And for some of you, like the people, like your closest friends, family, stuff like that, everybody is in the same boat. That's what I'm getting. I feel like you've been affected by this because maybe you were like celebrated, maybe honored in some way, shape, or form. Maybe there was like a roommate type of thing going on, or now you guys have roommates. Let's see. Give me more for how Cancer has been affected. The Hangman reversed. Some of you weren't affected at all. That's what I'm getting. For others of you, this is just telling me about, holding on to dead weight, not moving on when it's time to move on. Or not seeing it from a higher perspective, thinking that this is a time to play or party. For some of you, you got left hanging, maybe ghosted by your jobs, didn't hear anything back from them. Like one minute you're at work, you're celebrating, you're happy, you're making plans. You're just having fun, and then all of a sudden, okay, where did everybody go? For some of you, you've been flipped upside down. But I pick up that some of you had a savings already, or you have people with this 3 of Cups. You got people that got your back. That's what I'm getting. So you've been all right. Some of you guys still been partying, having fun, having drinks with your co-workers, stuff like that. Let's see, what is quarantine teaching Cancer? Five of Wands reversed. Okay. Settling petty disputes. How to let bygones be bygones. How to stop playing. Right? Maybe how to get serious. And maybe stop partying so much and get your head back in the game. This could be also teaching you about teamwork. Blessings. Being a blessing in somebody's life, or being blessed. That's what I'm getting. Being blessed, living drama-free, stress-free. This is a good time for you guys to heal. Many of you are doing that. For some of you Cancers, I'm getting this coronavirus didn't stop you. You're seeing it from a higher perspective. Many of you have begun to study astrology. You're tapping into your intuition, your gifts, your talents and shit like that. And you guys are like, you know what? I know I still got blessings. I know I do. I'm also getting something about independence. Being independent. Quarantine is teaching you about being independent. I really feel like for Cancers, this is the perfect time for you guys to study your astrological energy. Get into shit like astrology, metaphysics, or different branches of metaphysics. Some of you are healing also, or you've been some type of blessing to somebody else, or you guys are learning that you really are blessed. That's what I'm getting. Some of you may have known somebody who got the virus and then they healed from it. Like, I'm getting miracles came through for you guys. You guys learned how to start utilizing your third eye. You learned how to start manifesting, hoping and wishing and receiving blessings. Many of you are dodging this shit. Like, maybe you are like really staying in the house. I mean, you rule the 4th house. So yeah, you're staying in the house. You're like, you know what? They ain't even got to worry about it because I bring the party to me. I don't have to go out. I'm happy at home. I'm also getting something about show business, TV. So some of you are stars, or maybe you became famous on social media during this quarantine, or this could be what's going to happen. Or somebody's working in cinema. Okay, like movies, networking, stuff like that. I feel like Cancer, you guys got people during this quarantine, so you don't feel alone. Some of you may have been stuck at first, but I feel like you've overcome that. So this is pretty good energy for Cancers. Nice. Nice. All right, let's do Leo. Leo, how is Leo affected by the virus? Leo, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, Leo, you got a few cards popped out. All right, you got the Knight of Swords reversed and then the 3 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this was a direct hit towards your career, your job. Some of you have gained a lot of weight, or you lost a lot of weight. I feel like it affected you in regards to where you thought you were headed. Some of you are still working though with this 3 of Pentacles. So I'm not getting that you were too financially impacted by it, or maybe you didn't have a job at all to begin with. No way. Many of you have begun to work on your artistic skills. Some of you have developed a passion for photography, art. I'm picking up somebody has been watching a lot of TV too. And I'm also getting something about conspiracy. So for some of you, you may have been like, you know what? I told y'all this was coming. I kept trying to tell everybody this was coming. I told y'all. I tried to warn you. That type of thing is what I'm getting. So I feel like for some of you, you've been impacted when it comes to like you being able to take action. Maybe when it comes to some type of group thing, like maybe you guys had something set up to where you were going to be participating in something as a group, but because of the separation, you've been separated. Some of you may have also had to isolate yourself. I'm getting somebody was going to go to the military. see. What is it teaching Leo? Yeah, others of you, yeah, you did get some bad news when it comes to your job. Maybe I'm getting your hours decreased. All right, let's see. What is it teaching Leo? This quarantine energy, what is it here to teach Leo? Queen of Cups. Okay. How to follow your intuition, how to be more compassionate, maybe how to go after things that you are like emotionally drawn to as opposed to physically. Maybe it's teaching you about what talents you have. Some of you are picking up your intuitive abilities. It's teaching you how to show love and compassion for other people, how to maybe be there for other people. Some of you are taking care of someone else. Look at that. It's teaching you about the stress, like all of your stresses are coming out. That's what I'm getting. Leos have become very emotional in some way, shape, or form. I feel like this virus is trying to teach you how not to stress over things that you can't control. How to nurture yourself, how to get proper rest, and then develop some type of habit of doing that so that you can eventually get back on track and balance yourself out. I want to pull one more card. I feel like this is teaching you a lot about guilt. Maybe feeling for the world, something like that. Maybe you guys have been impacted, like as a person, you just feel sorry for people. Some of you also lost someone during this time. 9 of Swords. You lost someone. Some of you are hurting. I'm picking up on the energy of someone throwing someone's ashes in the sea. Anything else for Leo? Yep, Emperor reversed. Maybe how to control yourself, how to accept authority, how to follow rules. For the masculine energy, it's definitely teaching you about manhood. It's teaching you about father figures or the lack thereof. It's teaching you about maybe parenting. Maybe some of you are parents now, or you're about to be a parent, or maybe now you got this just baby fever. It's teaching you about loneliness. Like when a man is lonely, that's what I'm picking up. For the women, I feel like it's teaching you about how to kind of come down a few notches and be a lot more compassionate as opposed to dominant. So I feel like for some of you, you've been put in a position to where you're no longer the boss. Maybe you have to be a little bit more submissive, a little bit more caring. For some of you, this is tearing you apart. You're no longer in a position to where maybe you were controlling everything. I'm also getting something about domestic violence. Somebody may have also went to jail because of some type of anger issue. So this virus is teaching you a lot about positioning yourself to be more responsible. And then when you're in a position of power, what to do with it on a more righteous side. Like what to do when you do have power. Stuff like that. Some of you may feel as if you hit some type of rock bottom, or things are really stressful right now. But I feel like the quarantine is teaching you a lot about the absence of your father. It's teaching you about maybe the father figures. A lot of you are focused on politics right now. So this could just be telling me about, it's teaching you about the influences in your life. The authoritative figures or the lack thereof. For the men, it's teaching you about your homies, your homeboys who you can trust. For the women, it's teaching you about the men that are in your life. Maybe some type of, I'm picking up domestic violence. I really am. Financial issues. Going from a position of power, maybe a position of authority, to having to be a lot more humble. Somebody lost everything. For others of you, you didn't really have much to lose, no way, but you're still not gaining anything. So this is telling, I really feel like this is telling me about you guys putting one foot in front of the other with this Mars energy and taking action, not being lazy. This is not a time for Leo to be lazy. For some of you, the worst of you is coming out. This is teaching you about how to control your temper, your anger, your control issues. How to be more of a positive role model. That's what I'm getting. How to stand up for injustice, stuff like that. That's what I'm getting. How to be responsible. It's teaching you how to be responsible. All right, Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. In what way was Virgo affected by this virus? Virgo. Let's see, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Anything popping out for Virgo? How was Virgo affected by the virus? Okay, Knight of Swords. And then you have the Star card reversed. For some of you, I'm getting, at first you were just thinking that it was the end of the world. You thought you were going to lose all your family, all your friends. You thought you were going to lose your job. Some of you lost hope in God, or you thought you were being tortured by God. For others of you, I'm picking up something about a conspiracy. Like you're like, you know what? I told y'all this was going to happen. I already knew. For some of you, you've just been slowed down. Or things had to speed up. Maybe you had to become, or maybe you've become more motivated because of this virus. You're more motivated, more discovering of maybe hidden talents and gifts. Some of you are on a search for something. This could be a new job, a new place, a new lover. Some of you want to travel more now. Maybe you're just ready to just go. I'm getting some of you don't want to stay in the house. Many of you are bored. That's how it affected you. You've become very bored. Maybe you've been drinking or smoking a lot. All right, let's see. What is it trying to teach you? What is it here to teach you? What is the quarantine here to teach, Virgo? Temperance reverse, like I just said it. Drinking too much. Overindulging. Teaching you how to compose yourself, how to act. How to calm your temper, how to balance your chakras. How to keep calm during chaos. Look at that. Attachments. A lot of your demons are coming out. It's teaching you about all of the shit that you're attached to. Material things. Shiny cars. Beautiful girls. Parties. Drinking. Smoking. Sex. A lot of you have gotten into some kinky shit. Some of you also changed. Like I'm getting you changed up. I don't know if this is because maybe you got more money during this time. You changed up. Something is off balance. For some of you, this is teaching you about how not to fall victim to your lower self wants. To the things that you think you need, but you actually don't. They need you. These things need you. You don't need them. These are toxic people, toxic friends, toxic energies that are keeping you off balance. This is teaching you about how not to fall for broken promises or become somebody's victim or somebody's prey, or how not to become a slave to some type of mindset, how not to fall back into your lower self. Especially if you're going to stay there for too long. How not to be affected by substance abuse. How not to abuse the people that are in your life. This is teaching you a lot about your demons. The shit that you need to work on. That's what's coming out. And it could be coming out by way of these alcoholic beverages that your ass got. Or this could be coming out by way of the relationships that you're in. Maybe you're not happy. Maybe you are in a toxic relationship. Or for some of you, maybe you've just developed some type of what do you call that? Like an obsession for something. Could be just attention for some of you. You could be really trying to get attention. I'm trying to put the charger. Ooh, wait. Virgo, I think this coronavirus is teaching you about attachments or breaking free from them. I feel like Virgo has some healing to do, some shadow work to do. Some of you have been very angry also. That's coming out. Very worried. Spending a lot of money. Or just expecting too much of others. Some of you are scared, whether you want to admit it or not. I feel like there's a part of you that's scared. So I feel like this quarantine is teaching you about facing your fears. Realizing which voice are you listening to, the angel or the demon within. And it's showing up by way of your habits. The things that you're attached to, the people that you're attached to. Moving too fast, jumping into relationships you know you ain't got no business jumping in. Being a little desperate to find a soulmate. Not wanting to be alone. That type of thing. So it's time to love yourself, Virgo. You don't have to be scared. That's what I'm getting for Virgo. You don't have to be scared. It's going to be okay. Do not lose hope. Do not lose faith. All right? Libra. What's up, Libra? Let's see. How has Libra been affected by the virus? Libra. How has Libra been affected? Okay, Ten of Wands reverse. Some of you had to quit. Maybe you lost your job or it's on pause. Some of you lost weight. Or you want to lose weight. Maybe you gain weight. So you're trying to lose weight. This is telling me about responsibility. Some of you have a lot of responsibilities. Okay? You've been affected. Yep. You have to save money. Or you're being affected by having to save money, having to sit on what you have. Some of you haven't been able to pay your rent. You're sitting on your money, trying to save it. I really pick up Libra is worried about the holidays. For others of you, I feel like you've been affected because you had to release something that you're still holding on to or that you really want. This could be a person. For some of you, money is really tight. That's how you've been affected. Money has been tight. Some of you haven't been able to buy new clothes. You need new clothes. Some of you have to sell some shit too. Maybe something that was very dear to you, you had to give it up. Some of you went from full-time to part-time work. Others of you, you're not working at all. You're not even making what you used to make. All right. Let's see. What is this trying to teach Libra about? What is the quarantine teaching Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising. What is the quarantine teaching Libra? King of Wands reversed. How to take responsibility. How to be more responsible. How to take the lead. I think quarantine is teaching you also a lot about your friends or the people that are loyal to you or the people that are expecting you to be loyal to them. For somebody, this is some type of imbalance when it comes to a relationship. Somebody may have just started cheating out of nowhere, maybe fighting a lot, domestic disputes. Somebody may have started smoking a lot, hanging out with their friends a lot, neglecting themselves, not taking care of themselves. For some of you, you lost confidence. This is teaching you about getting that back. This quarantine is teaching you about how to go after the things, especially for those of you who are like entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, aspiring musicians, stuff like that. This is teaching you about utilizing your gifts and talents, Libra. This quarantine is teaching you how to love being by yourself. For some of you, you lost a lot of friends, or you realize who your true friends are. Or you're realizing that, or you're gonna realize that. I'm also getting somebody may have discovered that they're gay and they're not straight. Somebody may have discovered or may be discovering as a way of like having to learn how to trust people that you can trust. Stuff like that is what I'm going to pull one last card for Libra. This is telling me about the people in your life, who you're holding on to and who you need to let go of. Some of you, this is teaching you a lot about who your true friends are. I don't know if I already said that. Who you can really trust, who will come rushing in to your rescue, as opposed to who want, wasting money, wasting time. It's teaching you a lot about patience, having patience, and then knowing how to invest when it comes to people, places, things, all of that. Knowing where to put your energy, where to put your jewels. Some of you lost your job, so this is teaching you about maybe how to become an entrepreneur. That's what I'm getting. How to go after your dreams, how to go after your goals. That's what I'm getting without hesitating. For some of you, this is also just teaching you a lot about how to let go of shit that you don't need. Like, maybe giving away some shit, like going deep into your closet and all that stuff that you've been sitting on, going to go sell it. Teaching you how to let go of shit that you don't need. Energetically. I pick up money management. Some of you need to start studying money or studying like economics. That's what I'm getting. How money works, how taxes work, how to invest. What to invest in and when. This is also teaching you a lot about timing and being patient and not dealing with players, not wasting your time. Some of you are trying to buy somebody's love, or maybe that's what you were trying to do, or perhaps some of you are learning that money can't buy love. So for some of you, maybe you did lose your job and then you lost your mate as well. When the money gone, will the honey stay? That type of thing. Some of you are also taking care of a grown ass man or a grown ass woman because you feel like that's the only way they're going to stick around. I feel like there's a lesson in that as well, because it's telling me about being wasteful for Libra, being wasteful. Perhaps you are blessed with a plethora of food or clothes or something like that, and it's like you're just sitting on it and you're not really giving. You're not being giving. That's what I'm getting. Be more giving, Libra. And if you're too giving, be more. You get the vibe. Like, be more. Nah, no, I don't have it. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. How did the virus affect Scorpio? Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. How did the virus affect Scorpio? All right, Nine of Pentacles reversed. All right, so this has to do with finances. Maybe going from independent to having to depend on some type of source of income. This could be maybe you lost your job. You have to depend on checks, government checks. This is also, I feel like for some of you, you've been affected because maybe you were once like maybe getting some type of benefits and then all of a sudden it cut off. For some of you, you've had to work harder now. I'm also getting health. Something about your health. Five of Swords reversed. I feel like for Scorpio, a lot of people have come apologizing to you. Kissing your ass. Maybe you guys are in a position to where you're still abundant. Maybe you were the type of person who saved up. Maybe you had an IRA, or maybe you have a 401k, or maybe you have some type of insurance that you've been pulling from, or maybe you just saved your money. And I feel like people have been coming to you asking you for help. People have been depending on Scorpio. For some of y'all got cousins coming out the woodwork. I'm picking up somebody either got a record deal or something. There could be some type of delay because these pentacles are reversed, but I feel like you guys are pretty good. For the most part, you're okay. It's almost like you saved up for a rainy day in advance. So I feel like with the Five of Swords reversed, maybe you guys have been able to kind of overcome the tough time. Almost like dodging a bullet. Many of you are very isolated also. You don't really want nobody around you. Maybe you don't want to get the virus. You have been quarantined. You've been wearing your mask. Maybe ordering in. Like some of you are really, really isolated. You don't want to go out. For others of you, I feel like there's someone that's taking care of you financially. So I don't think you've been affected that much because somebody got your back. Somebody's going to make sure that you're good. That's what I'm getting. Let's see, what's Scorpio to learn at this time? What is quarantine teaching Scorpio? Four of Cups. I'm hearing a closed mouth don't get fed. Maybe how to offer love and affection to other people. How to offer resources to other people. Teaching you about boredom or what you do when you're bored. This could be you sit on your phone too much. I'm getting, this quarantine is teaching you how to be more productive, how to be more active, how to be more appreciating of the blessings, how to stop being a fucking brat. For some of you, the brat shit gotta go, like being a brat. And then for others of you, this is being more involved, not being a party pooper, not crying over spilled milk, so to speak, because the next is the Five of Cups after the Four of Cups. So for some of you, this is teaching you about not worrying about things before they even happen. It's teaching you how to appreciate the now. The people that you have in your life, the love that you have in your life, the abundance that you have in your life, appreciate it, Scorpio. Judgment, exactly. Paying attention to the signs. For some of you, you're going to tap into some type of gift at this time. For others of you, I feel like there's going to be opportunities coming your way that other people don't get. So I feel like this is really teaching Scorpio about showing gratitude, being thankful, being grateful, paying attention to synchronicity, signs. Many of you are becoming very spiritual. I feel like some of you are going to be rewarded or awarding others or helping others. This is teaching Scorpio about using common sense when it comes to what you accept as opposed to what you don't accept in your life. Pertaining to a job, career, family, all of that. Many of you are being called to duty for something. I'm getting it's time. Let's get one more card. This could also be going into your purpose with Judgment. Quarantine is teaching you how to live in your purpose or go into your purpose and accept the opportunities that are coming your way. Yep, look, Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful, Scorpio. Fuck. Scorpio is good. I'm just playing. Yeah, Scorpio, this is positive shit. Like, I feel like blessings are coming your way. It's almost like you get to reap the benefits of, or you get to reap the fruit of your labor. Lots of positive changes coming your way. Fate and destiny is at hand. Growth, abundance, prosperity, blessings, Jupiter. It's almost like the universe is like, here, Scorpio, we know that you guys can handle these blessings. Everybody else, they tripping. But we saw you. You were stationing yourself prior to any of this. Here you go. Here goes some blessings. So this is teaching you about appreciating your blessings, because some people don't got shit. That's what I'm getting. Big things. Abundance. This is teaching Scorpio about, like, it doesn't matter what situation you're in, you can prosper if you choose to. That type of thing is what I'm getting. Blessings. This is also teaching a lot of you about how to act when you are at the top. That's what I'm getting. How to not act like you too good for people or something like that. Okay, let's get to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, how were you affected by the virus? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. How was Sagittarius affected by this? Ooh, Sagittarius. I'm picking up on the Hermit. I don't know why. All right, Sagittarius. How was Sagittarius affected by this virus? Let's see. Queen of Wands reversed. Many of you lost friends. You lost your positions at work. Maybe you feel alone. Somebody also, I'm hearing this, somebody had to turn into a stripper, or what's that site that everybody's on? On the demon time, she might start her OnlyFans thing. Like, somebody, for some of you, you've been affected in a way when it comes to your confidence. Some of you are just not confident. Many of you are being affected when it comes to maybe having to stay at home so much. You're unorganized. For some of you, this is telling me about cheaters, or let's see. Yeah, Six of Pentacles reverse, Sagittarius. This is telling me about the people in your life. I feel like what happened with the coronavirus, after it hit, there may have been people trying to use you for money, use you for resources. It's almost like you've been overgiven to people. You've been very angry. Somebody got a real negative attitude, a negative approach to life. So for some of you, this may have discouraged you. For some of you, debt is popping up, or now it's time to work on your debt. Maybe your debt to society also. I'm also going to stop giving too much of yourself, Saggies. Maybe you've been affected. Maybe you had to start asking for help. I'm picking up something about a sugar baby or sugar daddy. What is Sagittarius to learn during this quarantine? What is Sagittarius to learn about this quarantine? I'm also getting something about somebody has become very materialistic, spending money that they don't have. What you're to learn how to set boundaries, especially when it comes to money. Some of you have to develop some type of financial discipline. For others of you, this is telling me about haters. Like shooing off the haters, haters, like hater vibes with the Seven of Wands. Like, there's something that you guys are trying to maintain. This could be your reputation. This could be your relationship. For some of you, you feel like you're battling alone. Nine of Wands. It's teaching you about standing your ground, having your own back, really being independent. For some of you, you lost your sugar daddy or your sugar baby, and now it's just you. I'm also getting someone has to eat very minimum, or somebody's appetite or taste, it changed ever since the virus hit. For some of you, you've been overeating. I feel like what Sagittarius is to learn is how to position yourself to be in a better position in life in general. Like to set yourself up in the future for like rainy days. I feel like this is also about standing your ground, especially when it comes to your belief system. This virus is teaching you about how to stand up, maybe how to fight it, how to fight. In general, how to fight. How not to allow someone to keep victimizing you. Stand your ground. That's what I'm getting, Saggy. Stand up for yourself. That's what this is teaching you about, how not to allow someone to come in and just take and not give. Give me more for Saggy. 5 of Cups teaching you how to let go of shit. How to mourn, how to experience loss, how to experience sorrow, how to overcome it. How not to let someone come in and just take you down. Something like that. Yeah, speaking your truth. This is teaching Sagittarius how to become independent, especially financially. How to brainstorm, right? How to think on a positive or from a positive perspective. How not to see things as losses, especially if it's not really a loss. Like this is telling me about Saggy, especially when it comes to relationships. If you've had to fight, if you keep giving somebody the same chance after chance after chance, this is teaching you how to let go when it's time to let go. Like how to be single, how to be independent, how to appreciate your abundance. Maybe how to protect your assets and shit too. Like somebody could have been plotting to come rob somebody or some shit. Like this is teaching Sagittarius how to protect your assets. I'm getting, this is not a time to be on social media showing off what you got. This is a time to use your mind, Saggy. Educate yourself. This is teaching you about educating yourself, using your mind, thinking clearly, not being sad for too long. That's what I'm getting. Learning how to fight, not becoming somebody's victim. That's exactly what I'm getting. Not becoming the victim of circumstances. That's what quarantine is teaching Sagittarius. How to hold it down, even if you are by yourself or if your partner can't come through. Like how to hold it down. That's what this is teaching Sagittarius, right? How to challenge the people, places, or things that are worth being challenged, but using your mind, fighting with your mind. That's what I'm getting. This is teaching you how to fight with your mind. Brain sharpening. This is teaching you about learning how to read books and grow your own crops. How to build your own house, build your own legacy, and then develop some type of method to maintain it by protecting it. Not letting anybody come in and just take from you. That's what I'm getting. This is teaching you about how to use discernment and common sense with the Ace of Swords. Maybe how to capitalize when it comes to your ideas. For some of you, you're abundant when it comes to ideas right now during this quarantine. You're clear-minded, or when you are clear-minded, utilize this as a way to accept opportunities that are coming your way when it comes to the magnificent ideas that you have. That's what I'm getting, Sagittarius. Do not be wasteful at this time. I'm hearing, Sagittarius, you're learning how to stand alone, but confidently. Okay. Capricorn. How has Capricorn been affected by the virus? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. How has Capricorn been affected? 10 of Pentacles reversed. For some of you, you lost your whole entire fucking career. Your money, you have to go into, maybe pull from like insurance and You lost your job. For some of you, your family. Maybe some of you are on the verge of getting a divorce. Four of Cups. Having to reach out to people, maybe even family members that you really don't like because you need help financially. Or family members coming your way because they've been affected. For some of you, you also lost an elder. Maybe you just lost your appetite to want to do anything. You're bored. Like, it's almost like what happened is maybe you just lost that family spirit or that work ethic. It's almost like it's gone. For some of you, not working is horrible. It's like the worst fucking thing that's ever happened. It's almost like you guys are making offers. You're doing something, or you're hoping and hoping and hoping that you get to go back to work, or you're hoping that you can get back to making the money that you were making. Let's see, what's Capricorn to learn through this quarantine? What is Capricorn to learn through this quarantine? Four of Swords reversed. How to get back out there. How not to, definitely don't stay attached to that bed. How not to watch too much TV. Maybe how to vacation when it's time to vacation. How to visit family when it's time to visit family. How to overcome. Picking up something about a hospital also. Maybe volunteering. So it's almost like when you don't have work, this is probably teaching you about volunteering. It's almost like discovering that you do what you do, not just for the money, but for the passion thereof. This is teaching you about, how to come out of being stuck. Do not be stuck to the bed. Capricorn, there's a need for you guys to stay productive. There's a need for you guys to constantly produce some type of work, or to hold it down for the family, to be able to take care of your family, right? So I feel like this quarantine is teaching you about how not to necessarily isolate to the point to where it's detrimental to your vessel, to your body, to your health, with this Virgo energy coming through. Developing some type of routine, even after, okay, we're quarantined. Okay, now what? What type of routine can I get into now? What can I start studying now? Let me not lose touch with my family. Stuff like that. For some of you, I'm getting something about cousins. Maybe even hanging out with a lot of your cousins or elders with the Hermit. Many of you are being able to utilize the wisdom that you have, maybe to inspire other people to get off their ass and maybe volunteer to do something productive. I'm getting being productive even when there's really nothing to do. So this could just be you guys have been cleaning up the house a lot. Like, you guys may have gotten to the point to where you've taken a toothbrush and like cleaning off the window sills, and you're scraping your blinds, and you're under the bed, and you like really cleaning everything up. Like, I feel like Capricorn, this is the time for you guys to stay productive. It's teaching you how to stay productive and how not to feel lonely. With the Hermit card reversed, even if you're alone, how not to feel actually lonely. For some of you, it's teaching you that you really don't have your family, or your family don't have your back. For others of you, this is teaching you how to be the initiator, how to reach out to your elders, how to reach out to your family. For some of you also, it's almost like what I get is like you're needed to do some type of volunteer work. Maybe helping the elders, or going into the homes of people who can't help themselves. That type of thing is what I'm getting. Helping the helpless. That's what I'm getting for Capricorn. All right, let's do Aquarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising. How were you affected by the virus, Aquarius? Aquarius, how was Aquarius affected by the virus? Queen of Cups. Okay, this could have to do with a relationship. Two of Swords. Okay. Maybe having to choose between whether or not you want to stay in a romantic situation or not. Whether or not you want to stay at a job or not, whether or not you want to stay at a home or not, stay in a position or not. For some of you, I feel like you were affected by way of some type of energy where it's like your judgment could be clouded, or your ability to make decisions could be clouded, maybe based off of circumstances. Some of you may have also decided to kind of like space out. Maybe some of you just are non-believers. That's what I'm getting. You're like, man, I don't believe in that fucking virus. That's what I'm getting for some of you. You're like, I'm not going to be affected by it because it's a fucking conspiracy. That type of vibe is what I'm getting. Some of you may have also shut down mentally. Maybe you've been having nervous breakdowns, or maybe this whole quarantine thing put you in a vibration to where you really want to discover the truth about it. Maybe you guys have been doing a lot of research on it. Some of you may have had some type of intuitive insight also with this Two of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Maybe you saw it coming. So I'm getting something about foresight. I'm also getting your relationships have been affected. Your personal relationships with partners, love partners. Maybe you guys are just discovering that you don't want to be married anymore. You don't want to be in a relationship where you have to question what your person is doing, or when they have to question you. Something like that. Let's see, what is Aquarius to learn? Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, this is telling me about some type of addiction, codependency. Or this is telling me about a mindset. Maybe like some type of get rich quick scheme type of mindset. I feel like some of you are going to learn how not to take what you didn't earn. Let's see. 8 of Swords. Alright, so again, wow, lots of blindfolds on in these cards. For some of you, maybe, especially for those of you who have children, this could be a good time for you guys to become more nurturing to your children. This is teaching you how to cook. For some of you, how to learn how to cook, how to do everyday duties within a household, how to apply yourself when it comes to domestic matters, like showing up in the relationship and actually being dependable. This is teaching Aquarius how to be more dependable, especially for those of you who have children. For some of you, this has been a time where you have to face your fears, or this is going to be a time where you have to face your fears, or maybe help other people to establish some type of peace of mind. For some of you, you have been psychologically in some way, shape, or form, or you will be psychologically in some way, shape, or form affected by this virus. Okay, for some of you, this is telling me about you taking care of your health. Some of you haven't been eating too good, or you just got a nasty attitude, or maybe you're expecting somebody to take care of you that just can't. I want to pull another card. This could be also just teaching you about codependencies, playing mama to people who are adults, something like that. Being too giving, too attached to your children, too attached to home, buying too much shit for the house, spending money that you don't have, not being fruitful. This is teaching Aquarius, you have not been fruitful. You've been holding secrets. 3 of Cups. So this is teaching Aquarius how to get out the house. For some of you, you've become attached to your homes. It's time to get, maybe not necessarily out the house if what you do decide is to quarantine, but I'm getting to still socialize, to still talk to your friends, to still participate in like social events, social groups. Not to isolate yourself. That's what this is teaching you. Not to go into a shell thinking that all your business is going to get aired out. Some of you are living in some type of fear or worry. Some of you, this is teaching you how to dress. I pick up on the energy that somebody wants to be a fashion designer or a model, or somebody wants to work in that industry, or somebody wants to be a cook. a designer of some sort, makeup artist, something. So this could be teaching you how to take the time to accomplish, maybe how to stay focused, how to get along with other people. This is teaching you how to get along with other people. Anything else for Aquarius? For some of you, your style is changing. The way that you dress. For some of you, maybe you've just been a mom for too long. You just lost your sexy. So this is about getting your sexy back, Aquarius. This is about unleashing these inner thoughts. For some of you, this has to do with sex. Let's see. 5 of Cups. Crying over spilled milk, but being strong. Yep. Some of you lost someone. Or you lost your relationship, or you lost a friend, or some of you may feel as if you're losing a part of yourself, or you're losing your identity, but you're not. I feel like this quarantine is teaching you how to be mentally strong, not only for yourself, but for your family. Not only for your family, but for your friends, right? Like for the world entirely. Some of you are being asked to participate, maybe in the overcoming of this virus, maybe to serve as a psychiatrist or a doctor, mental health physician of some sort, an inspiration to the people around you, to show up as that person that we can all we can all depend on, the person who's dedicated to change. That's what I'm getting for Aquarius. Some of you are going to learn how to like really handle loss of any sort. Losing a job, losing a car, losing a home, losing your mind in some way, shape, or form, losing friends, but having the mental strength to overcome it. This is also a good time for Aquarius to get physically in shape. To be disciplined and to show patience. To have patience with yourself and this whole process. I'm also getting something about being classy, or being around the type of people with this 3 of Cups. This is teaching you about connecting with your soul tribe. Yep. Stationing yourself to be around people who actually do care about you, and they're going to help you when you're sad. They're going to be there for you, right? Like this is your soul tribe. Like these are people that think like you. So this is about you vibrating to that, or to them. That's what I'm getting. Not being so stuck in the house, or so caught up in some type of fear that you neglect the people around you or your own personal needs. That's what I'm getting for Aquarius. Okay, finally, Pisces. What's up, Pisces? I'm going to take a look at how this virus has affected you, how the virus has affected Pisces. Oh, where are my words? How the virus has affected Pisces, and then I'm going to look at what it's teaching you, the quarantine, okay? All right, messages for Pisces. How has Pisces been affected by this virus? How has Pisces been affected by this virus? All right, Pisces. Page of Pentacles. So some of you had to minimize. Maybe you guys have children. Maybe your children were affected. Maybe you had to homeschool. I'm definitely getting that. For some of you, you had to start dedicating your time. Like I'm getting, there's not enough time in a day. You become very busy, maybe with your children, with certain projects, getting things off the ground. For some of you, you may have maybe you started a new career, or you may have been demoted. Maybe you're making a little less. Yeah, the Hermit. For some of you, yeah, you got ghosted. You have to get on unemployment. For others of you, you just for some of you, I'm getting, you were already used to this. Like, you were already used to like isolation and like being by yourself, or being alone, living alone, taking care of yourself. For some of you, I'm getting that. For others of you, I'm getting, you're trying to discover how. Like I'm getting, it affected you in a way to where you had to discover how to be alone, or how to live off of less money. I'm also getting something about a single mother. The Hermit and the Page of Pentacles. A single mother. I feel like many of you just feel very, like, you could feel like this is a very spiritual time. You could feel as if you've discovered a new way of life, or you are discovering, and some of you have become very researchy. I feel like you're comfortable in your home. You like the homeschooling, or you got all of that together. What is Pisces to learn during this quarantine? What is Pisces to learn? Yep, how to stay focused. Some of you are being asked to build a business, build a career, focus on your education, or to master something. This could be mastering thyself, knowledge of self. I feel like you're going to learn how to dedicate yourself to something, maybe even how to put yourself in a position to where you can work for yourself, maybe work from home. Or for some of you, you were able to keep your jobs. You have the Chariot. You're moving on up, Pisces. This is going to teach you how to be driven, career driven. For some of you, that's what I'm getting. Maybe your husband or wife ghosted you, or maybe you went from making a lot of money to not really making much. So now you're getting it all back, or this is teaching you how to get it all back, how to stay focused on a goal, how to master it, how to tackle it, how to experience it, and ultimately how to get it. Did I say that? How to get money. This is teaching you a lot about how to get money, how to tackle your goals, how to accomplish it, how to overcome shit, how to work on yourself, how to master yourself, and then show out when you get to reap the rewards. I feel like Pisces, this is actually a really good time for you guys to discover some type of hidden talent. This is a good time for you guys to travel. Maybe this is teaching you how to travel more, how to get out the house more, how to explore the world, how to be more dedicated to your goals. That's really what I'm getting. I don't feel like I need to pull any more cards for Pisces. I feel like this is teaching you how to be dedicated to your goals, even if there are some bumps on the road, how to stay focused. For some of you, you have a really, really strong work ethic, or you're developing one. I feel like quarantine is teaching you how to be ambitious, how to fight through tough times. Even if you are alone, or even if you are a single mother, it's teaching you how to keep going no matter what. How to keep your head in the game, how to keep your head up. That's really what I'm getting for Pisces. Focus, focus, focus. I'm really, 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 really getting that. How to focus. How to show a motherfucker that a virus can't do shit but what you allow it to do to you. That's what Pisces is. Pisces. Pisces, what's up? Okay, what's good, Pisces? I know that's right. Alright, guys, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope this video helped somebody out there. It was a pleasure doing it. If you haven't already, guys, hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video. I love y'all. Take care.